What's good, Team Starlight? Today we are back at WildCardCyclone. Eric is on the left playing Hero Frogs, and I'm on the right playing Neo Dream Frogs. What's up, Albert?
Hello, hello. We are back with Feature Match Fridays. We got Eric starting off with Summon Stratos, grab Ocean.
And I'm off to the races with a little Substitute or Swap plus Salvage, getting me Substitute. And then I'm going to combo through my deck. It's so funny, the glare is like, it's borderline making my cards look like they're just like faded, like ultra max rarity copies of these cards.
Yeah, I did notice, just like that little square area of those cards,
It makes
like
them
those
look
four
like
spots.
super sick, actually. And then the more I go to the left, it's just like true glare. But okay, so we are gonna go for the Death Frog because we're eventually gonna want to beat over the Stratos here. And thinking about it, yep, gonna do that. I did resolve an Avarice and all of that, so I'm up a card, which is amazing. And we're just going to thin out a couple more cards and take the sub off the field so there's no brain control shenanigans coming back to bite me by leaving a Substitute on the field.
Yeah, and we've dubbed this deck Neo Dream Frogs. You care to give the audience a little sneak peek of what that entails?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a funny name, but okay, yeah, Eric's gonna go for a Miracle Fusion here, but it basically plays a small hero package to support Future Fusion, but is not going all in on like trying to fully mesh together Dream Frogs and Hero Frogs and use Miracle Fusion, because then you're just maybe trying to do too many things at once. So that's sort of my idea with this deck, and we'll do a profile on it eventually. Eric just had to make absolute zero here, presumably because his hand isn't very good, or I'm actually reading the set as like a water art, and that's just gonna be really good regardless. I almost can't play around it in a way that won't allow him to either chain it and like make my dupes miss timing, or I don't even know if you can make the dupes miss timing because zero usually just starts a new chain. So, anyways, what I choose to do is I choose to go for Substitute, get Flip Flop Frog, and then set a back row. He MSTs it, and then that is a water art that I chain to the MST. So I'm gonna rip the Caius out of his hand, and now he is big thinking here. Yeah, it is that. It does end up being that water art, so he is able to activate it and then see my hand, which is Plasma. There it is, the cool tech Junk Synchron, Raigeki Break, and 1-for-1. And I actually have a question for you, Albert. So, like, is there a way to chain water art and make your opponent's like field miss? It's not like deck devy, right? Because zero's always just gonna start a new chain.
Yeah, because it'll be tribute, resolve, water art, and then after it resolves, then Ab-Zero activates Engrave, I think.
Yeah. So in the moment, I was like worried about him making my dupes miss timing, but I actually am realizing that I don't think there's like a really actually a way to do that. So just something to keep in mind, I guess, if you are have a hard read on water art and they have a zero. It's kind of specific, but it's happening more and more. Eventually, Eric is going to choose to take the dupe for the junk synchron out of my hand, so leaving me with that plasma, and then I get to resolve the dupes. He's gonna poke me for 19.
And I kind of forgot what was in Eric's hand, but you have still a lot of cards to play with.
It is Soul Exchange, I believe, and Gores. So it's kind of awkward here because I was doing the math. I can actually make Plasma live, but the issue is if you steal the alias, it's gonna be too. Wait, actually, it would be strong enough to deal with Gores. Maybe I should have done that. I'm for some reason I think I thought it was gonna be too weak to deal with Gores, but I'm doing the math in my head now, and I think it would be big enough. So because I thought it wasn't gonna be big enough to deal with Gores, I choose to just make Goyo Guardian instead, which is still fine. I'm getting to beat in here for 19, and he chooses to not drop Gores, so I just don't attack because I don't want him to get the big Gores token. But yeah, looking back at this, I think I could have gone for the plasma play.
Yeah,
There's
because there
not
wouldn't
a,
be a token on the board because of plasma effect.
exactly. Yeah. So he's gonna go for the brain control here, and I think he attacked. I think he declared an attack, and I'm thinking,
Yeah, you got the Regeki break, and I think you have like a swap frog in hand.
mm-hmm.
Oh, another break.
Is it a swap frog? I'm not. I'm forgetting exactly, but I know I have the plasma, and here I play into the Gores because I figure I can just main phase 2, pitch a last Regeki break, which is crazy, summon the plasma, suck up the Gores, and now my plasma is like massive, so nothing can really run it over.
Yeah, he needs like Ab Zero Crash or like Regeki break.
Mm-hmm. And he does have the Soul Exchange, but you can't really like Soul Exchange plus Monarch here is a little awkward because you wouldn't be able to Monarch anything on my field. Um, so here we are sitting, and what am I thinking about? I'm just gonna run over that monster and pass.
Dang, he just passed these low. Okay, he's got Battle Fader. And okay, I guess you were checking if you still have any targets in deck for the few.
Yeah, I think at this point, I believe I drew into a Caius, and so I just want to do Future Fusion so I can get Danny tokens on board, which can serve as tribute fodder, because the anti-synergy with Plasma, unfortunately, is it does like block your own Treeborn, so you can't ramp the pressure with like Monarchs like you would otherwise maybe like to. But here he's got the Heavy Storm, followed by Soul Exchange and Sub. And so I believe we got this correct, Albert, but I'm pretty sure you can just select Sub Plasma, because like Plasma's just like skill drain, and you can still activate Swap's effect under skill, or sorry, Substitute's effect under skill drain, and then if he's tributing it for cost, like it does resolve. So that's how we ruled it.
Yeah, I think that's right because like it leaves the field, so sub should be able to resolve.
Yeah, Eric was like, "Yeah, can I do this? Because if not, I'll scoop." And I was like, "I think you can do that. It's unfortunate that you can, but you can." So now it's actually looking not ideal for me because he is going to be able to end on a full dupe lock and has a swap frog as well.
Yeah,
But we,
Mikai's breaks it, but he does get the ad off of the dupe. So he has 2 swaps in hand and 2 unknowns.
yep.
Dude,
But I ripped
got
that
the
trap dust
dust.
shoot. Yeah, it's too nasty. It is too nasty. So he's just got like I missed what the spell was, but he has double swap basically in hand.
I think it was 1-for-1. The altar
Oh
one for
yeah.
one, I think.
Yes, that was right. So we can't really go for game yet, so I just hit over the swap.
Okay, so you drew a trap. Okay.
Yep, he water arts the Caius that I drew for turn out of my hand, but I just tribute summon the Gores, and that is enough for game. So kind of a grindy game one. That was like a while in real time.
Yeah, that kind of looked like he might have been able to come back. Um,
in this game, he went first. He drew pass. I went second, set a card, and then he's going third, and he goes set a back row. And in the end phase, I activate Scapegoat, the spicy card, plus Substitute. So he has to right get he break this, or else I'm just gonna like go Unga Boonga and get like plus 3 or whatever.
Dang, pitching the junk. That's not good.
Yep, and then with my particular hand, there's no reason to play into Gores. The 1000 damage isn't worth it yet, so I opt to not do that. And he is going to crack back with a Malicious Edge plus Prodigy combo, which is pretty nice because now he gets to deal 2600 piercing, and in the end phase, he will draw a card.
Nice. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now the tokens here are a little dangerous to leave up.
Yes, but also dangerous to leave up is a big monster when I've got Stratos. So even though the scapegoats, my Substitute got interrupted, I do have the Plasma to convert the tokens, which is a really, really nice card. You know, it gives you multiple conversions. And now he's under skill drain again, and my guy's at what? That's like 3,200. So I think for a second here, if I want to attack, but ultimately I say it's fine because that's a lot of damage, and it's not like the Gores will get the token and it can't run over my guy anyways.
Okay, we've got the Soul Exchange.
Yep, that's a pretty clean out. But that Plasma still did accomplish the goal of, like, you know, stealing his monster and dealing a ton of damage. So now he's extremely low. So in the standby phase, I'm going to Raigeki break Hikaius, which gets me the Treeborn Frog. And then I pitch Special Swap Frog, tribute this Treeborn Frog for vanities, and that's just enough for game through the Gores.